Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Once again, we're waiting for that replay mod to start up again and be updated, so the intros are a little bit different for now, but I've just come over here to continue putting things through the system and loading up our warehouse over there, so I can break that and put that one on there, and that'll start sending those items through again. Wonderful. But today we're going to do something a little bit different, and it's potentially going to be a little bit shorter of an episode because there's just one thing that I want to achieve. I want to set up a ice highway through the nether far, far away to a point where we know that new chunks will generate, because I want to go get some of the 1.17 blocks in the next episode, or more to the point, a couple of episodes. We might go out and set up a new base station and do a couple of episodes out there while gathering materials. With that being said, I do just want to show off how I am going to set up my... Oh, it's nighttime. How I'm going to set up my version of an ice highway. And I'm going to use blue ice because we've actually got a really decent supply of that built up from the end of that episode where we went and collected a bunch of ice from an ice biome. So I've got a couple of pieces here, which will be plenty for now. And I'm just going to do it in here, actually. So the thing is about boats is, from what I remember, they are actually 2 blocks in each direction wide, essentially, which means that with a gap in between this blue ice here, they will continue to flow across there without falling in between. Now, if I make up a handful of buttons, if I remember there was 18 and I've got 3 left. Yeah. So if we do that, if you put a button on top of there, it causes them to no longer be a spawnable block, which is super, super handy. And if we combine this with gathering a bunch of half slabs and stairs, so for example, just these ones here, it's probably not enough on me, but what I can do is I can make a 3 wide area in the nether, which is which is about how wide my existing pathways are and the ones that I want to continue. So just for example that, and what I can do is make it completely, well actually I'll do that the other way. Ooh, God, I made a mess of that. There we go. I can make it completely spawn proof and safe by just going 3 wide like this, and we can actually design up a half decent looking little hallway. So if I go like that, I'll grab a couple more just to make sure we get the idea of what I'm doing. So in the same way, come back across this direction, sort of like so. I'm not getting anywhere near enough of the blocks that I need. Hold on. We'll do that, and a couple of these as well. Oh, I'm silly. I used the wrong type, but this will do for an example. And now, that is essentially the 3 wide section at the bottom of where we will want to be going through. So our hallway that is in the nether, we have a bunch of them already, and the bridges themselves are 3 wide, so we have a center block. So I can put like stuff up the walls and a design on the top for lights, but I don't technically have to light it up everywhere because not a single place in here is actually spawnable. That's a stair, so they aren't spawnable. Those are half slabs, not spawnable. And because we put the button on top of this, neither is that. So if I grab, there should be... Yeah, there we go. I grab a boat and I put it down on the end here. We should be able to see that if I line myself up and stay in the center. Oh, come on. Maybe we have to do something to make it so that those blocks are also a half slab as well, so that we only sit on top of there. Let me try that. Let me put down half slabs only and see how that goes. There we go. That's a slightly better representation of what it would be like in the actual nether. But imagine that instead of these netherrack walls, we actually had some detailed walls up the side. So with this, and like I said, boats being at least 2 blocks wide, or they're definitely wider than 1, that means that at no point can I fall off of this road, except the end. Oh my God. The timing of me saying that. Let's get out of there and do that again. In fact, what I will do is that. But I can't come off of these ice blocks. Instead, I'm just sitting on top of this whole area, as you can see, just floating around. And if I'm holding in one direction, we're going to go at a really decent pace with this blue ice. So just like that, super fast. And as we make this longer and longer, that's going to pick up to its full speed, and we're going to be able to travel hundreds of blocks in a very short amount of time. So with that little display in the middle of my base shown off, as you can see, I'm trying to find a way to fall off the edge, and I don't. This is the best way that I have seen for saving the resources as far as blue ice, because it is an expensive block, while also making it spawn-proof and safe, and a really good, fast way to travel through the nether. Because in the nether, every block you travel is equal to 8 blocks in the overworld, so if I traveled, say, 1,000 blocks, that's 8,000 blocks in the overworld. And I think 1,000 blocks is actually a good distance to aim for, because that means we need 500 pieces of blue ice, which is easy. I definitely have enough of the blue ice. If I go over to where I was working on the super smelter, you will see that we have this whole double layer here of blue ice, so plenty of that. And then, yeah, the rest is just making up buttons and bits and pieces. So we're going to remove this, and thankfully we have a beacon on, so it's nice and easy. And I'm going to gather the materials that I need and head on over to the nether, and we'll start setting... Ooh, actually... Sorry, distractions. Both the animal farmhouse and the super smelter. Base decorations is forever. But yes, we'll head on over to the nether with the materials that we need, and I'll just start digging, I suppose. And I'm thinking that we're going to continue on that path that I made towards our mining area and just go another 1,000 blocks from there, because I know for a fact that I definitely haven't been out that direction any further than the mining area, whereas other directions like around the place I have definitely gone a bit further, and I don't want to risk accidentally popping up somewhere where I've already been, even though I'm pretty sure 8,000 blocks will be enough regardless. So let me finish tidying this up. I'll fill a shulker box or two with the materials that I need to make the whole thing itself. And from there, we'll see whether we can get a ice highway going through the nether. All right, see you in a sec. So I forgot to hit record when I filmed that last clip. So for you guys, this is a bit odd, but I have started over here at the end of the walkway that I had set up that goes to my mining area, and got myself ready to make this 1,000 block long walkway, or sorry, blue ice highway. So I did discuss, but I'll go over it again because obviously I didn't actually record it. What I'm going to do is continue on this line at the height that the soul sand underneath here would be. And that way, when we put down our blue ice, it's going to be at this height here, and all of the half slabs will continue at the same line as these ones. So that's the go there. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay mod, so I can't show off the progress as I dig, but what I have is all of these slabs, which turn out to be, with those ones there, exactly 5 times the amount of blue ice that I have. Now I have 512 pieces of blue ice, and the same in buttons, so that we can spawn-proof them. And I have 64 lanterns, which means that every 8 pieces of blue ice, or 16 blocks, I'll put down a lantern, or put up a lantern in the roof, if there is a roof at the time, and that will keep things lit up, even though it doesn't necessarily need to, because it's all going to be spawn-proof anyway. So I'm going to dig out 1,024 blocks, which is negative 264, and it's counting downwards. So 1,024 onto that is 1,288. So I need to get up to negative 1,288, as you can see on the left there, the Z coordinate, and we'll see what we run across when it comes to going through here. There might be some big open spaces, there may not. We never know. We might run into some basalt biomes, which would slow down the digging drastically. Either way, I'm just going to keep going along, keeping some of these netherrack blocks in my offhand, and filling it in as I go, trying to keep it 4 blocks high, and keeping up the platform itself as I go. And yeah, it's grind time. That's about it. Because I can't show it on the replay mod and show a time lapse of me doing it, I'm going to pop back in occasionally, probably once I've dug to the distance. Then we'll come all the way back down this way, grab our ice and set it up, and do it in batches. So it's going to require a lot of running back and forth along this 1,000 block area. That's why I'm keeping it 4 blocks high, so that I can fly through it and not have to run. But once we have the blue ice set up itself, it is going to be a lot faster, and it's going to make it very, very easy to make that distance and come back out to the new chunks if at any time we want to gather more materials. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. Might make sure that I cover up the roofs where I can as well, just so that we don't get baddies dropping in on us at any point. And I'll see you on the other side. So I'll drop back in once I've got 1,000 blocks away, see whether we found anything interesting on the way, and we can continue to work on our ice highway. Cool. All right, grind time. Okay. Well, I've actually just stopped a little bit short of 1,024 blocks away, because it would have probably ended up over the middle of this lava lake. And I figured it'd be easier to set myself up with a stopping point here on land and set up my portal. As you can see, we actually... I'm going to go for that. What's the chances? What do we reckon? Nah, it was worth a try. But yes, we have ourselves another fortress back here that we could explore and go and see whether we get any luck with some chests. But also, if I just fly again... back down our road, you'll see that I've dug through a lot of stuff, but one thing that I noticed was we found another bastion over here. So I might explore this at some point soon as well. Looks like it's a pretty decent sized one. Maybe we'll get lucky and get pig step from that. But all of this travels through the center of the nether, and it doesn't take too long to fly back. But obviously, once I set this up with the blue ice, oh lord, that's a lot of spawns, we should be able to make our way through all of this very, very quickly. So I'm going to have to add some walls on the side of these sections, just so that it, so that I don't fall off it, for starters, and so that we're a little bit protected from things as we move along. And that'll require getting more than just the slabs that I have here. But I think what I might do is go through and start adding all the blue ice, trying to get all of the slabs down in the center part done, and then I can go back with an empty shulker box and grab some stuff to make myself probably some more bricks, but just the full block itself, and I can lay that across the side at a height that means that I won't fall off in the boat. So I'm going to get started with that. Probably swap some of the stuff out of here, like so. Put that in, there we go, and we'll grab some blue ice like this. And all I'm going to do is just go 1, 2, and try and get into the groove of placing it down in the correct speed and order. Oh, I'm doing okay. Oh man, I'm really concentrating quite hard. But yes, if I could do this for about 500 blocks, or 1,000 blocks I should say, get most of this down, and then I'll come back through and place down the... Yep, I did alright. That's not a bad distance without making a mistake. But yeah, I'll keep doing that, place down all the blue ice, and come back through, placing down the bricks around it, and eventually we'll get this all spawn-proofed. Once again, I'll come back once we've got it a little bit more finished up, and see whether we can get the boats running on there without falling off. And then when we have that sorted, we'll grab some obsidian, set up a bit of a portal at the other end, and pop out the other side and see what we find. So let me finish up this highway, and that way we can finish up the episode by having a look at the area that we spawn in, seeing the new terrain generation, and seeing what we come up with. And that means that in the next episode, we'll be able to start finding ourselves some more of those blocks. Those new, beautiful blocks. So, I'll get back to the grind. I'll probably completely cut to the end of it now because it is going to take a fair bit of time. And, yeah, then we'll be able to test and see how fast it goes. Okay, what am I doing? Putting down some more blue ice and seeing if I can keep it up. See you soon. Damn it. Okay, well, I have myself some obsidian and my flint and steel because we're going to head down this road. You're going to see how fast it is, but I was just thinking that what I want to actually do is also time it. I want to time how long it takes to fly there with rockets and also how long it takes to get there with the boat. So, for the first one, I'm actually going to fly and show you what I've done, sort of, because I am going to be trying to go as quick as I can. And then in the edit, I'll put up how long it takes. But yeah, we're going to fly from here, and then we'll come back down and test it with the boat as well. So I'm just going to fly along. I'm going to use as many rockets as I need to try and maintain speed. because I really want to prove how much faster this Blue Ice Highway really is. So you can see I've done a fair bit of work putting some glass on the sides, and I'll probably do some more work to actually detail this and completely enclose it. So I just need to get more glass for that. But here we are right at the very end, and whoop, there we go. So when it comes to the editing stage, I'm going to test that, and I'll put the number up on screen of how long it took. But let's fly back first, and then we'll test it as well with the boat, and then we can put in the portal here and get ready to head out to our new chunks. So give me a second, I'll fly back down there, and then we'll try it out in the boat. Oh, I need to be careful of my rockets. Alright, so just grabbing a handful more rockets since I definitely wasted a few just then. And we'll put that back in there. Now we're going to do the same thing with the boat, and with that number still on screen, knowing how long that takes, I'm going to put this down and let's go. Now you'll notice how much faster this is, I hope. At least it feels a lot faster to me, and I'm trying to keep it fairly centralized, but I can just hold against a wall like that, no worries. And hopefully, I haven't tested this yet, but we should just come to a stop off the edge. Okay, we might have to put up a block or something that'll stop us from flying through the nether portal itself. But yeah, those 2 times will hopefully, future me, have been put on the screen during the edit, and you should be able to see the significant difference in time taken to travel that distance. And if we look, ooh, let's get inside. If we look at the F3 menu, you can see we are about 60 blocks short of where I said we were heading for originally. So, not too bad. All right. Well, we're going to pick this up, and what we're going to do is place down a nether portal, probably just stepped back towards the back edge here. Doesn't matter if I lose a couple of these. And put it in at the base. Make it nice and wide. Like that. And no, we'll go across there. There we go. That looks nice. We can grab ourselves flint and steel. And this is it, folks. This is the first time that I have gone to a newly generated chunk in the 1.17 update for the Let's Play world. Oh, I'm going to save and quit, and I'm going to make a backup of the world because I don't know why. This is just terrifying. I'll be right back. And with a bit of luck, that cut shouldn't be noticeable, but we are backed up. We are safe. We have another version stored away nice and safe, just in case something goes wrong. Let's go. Let's see where we end up. I'm not sure what this is going to be like. Hold your breath. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at this. What? Oh, wow. Well, we just got an achievement that I wasn't even thinking about, and it looks like we've come out at another... No. Oh, for a second I thought this was like a survival island area. Dark oak. Gotta love it. Here we are. Doesn't really look that different, but we are in 1.17 blocks. We have them somewhere below us and around us, and a fairly simple place to set up a base. We might do a little bit of exploring in the next episode, though. But yeah, we'll spend the next 2 episodes, I think, setting up a base here, going and gathering some materials, exploring the surrounding areas, and seeing what we find. Do a little bit of a fly around for a second. That's a really nice mountain. Cool. But yes, we'll have a bit of a look around. Might just actually investigate these, because that's pretty cool how they've spawned up on the surface like that. Very interesting. Perish. And, oh, luck of the sea. Cool. We'll check the others out, but it worked. I'm glad it worked. And it's actually a pretty good spawn for that portal. We can make a nice little base there. So what I'm thinking in the next couple of episodes is clearing out most of what I have... Ooh, nice. Most of what I have in my ender chest of all of the extra boxes, and make room for a load of just normal shulker boxes that I can fill up with all the blocks that I want to find out this way. And then... yeah, we'll see whether these are the same treasure map. And then that way, when we come out and spend a couple of episodes out here building and doing stuff, we can actually hopefully gather a decent amount of materials to take back to the main base at the Isle of Ender. So let's have a look at these. They're exactly the same. Let's go investigate that treasure chest, and then we'll head on back down I went way too far. Down the ice highway that we created, and we'll finish up the episode. Ooh, fire. No. Do I have a bucket on me? I don't. It's going to ruin the forest. Quickly. Let's see if we can save this forest. This is a bit of a throwback for those of you who've been watching the live streams. This is almost like what happened when I was playing hardcore for the first time. Okay, let's remove some of that. Try and save it. Oh God. I'll be back in a moment. I think we managed to contain it and only lost a couple of trees. Now, where was that treasure chest? Oh, I'm miles away. Let's see if we find anything interesting in here. Line my little pixels up like so. And it should be directly below us. There we go. Nothing special, but we'll grab that extra heart of the sea as well. And the few extra emeralds. Get rid of a bit of stuff. May as well grab these things. And there we go. Alright, let's go back as it comes to nighttime. And we'll go through our portal. Go back along our ice road. And we'll head back to the Isle of Ender to prepare ourselves to come back here in the next episode. And see whether we can get some of those beautiful blocks. I'm floating. Hello? Ah, there we go. Alright, so just one more time. Let's see exactly how fast this is and also see how... Oh, they must have spawned up on the edge. That's why I do want to contain this whole area and completely fill it in so that nothing can spawn inside of it. Obviously, nothing can spawn on these sections and they can spawn on the roof all they like, but let's see if we can get past them and on our way back to the Isle of Ender. Yes. Nope. There's one little gap that I haven't filled in. There's a few things that still need to be fixed for sure as far as what I've done on here. But until I have a little bit more time and hopefully have the replay mod going, I'm just going to leave it and we can come back in and do some more work then. Very good. Very easy way to travel well over 1,000 blocks. So I'm going to do this. Put away these things. We don't need them anymore. I'm going to take all this stuff back to the base, show you what I plan to do as far as emptying my ender chest, and then we'll get ready to truly explore 1.17, at least in the Let's Play. Alright, so I'll put this away for now. I'll clear out some of the inventory space, or the stuff that I've got in my inventory I should say. Gas tiers can probably actually go over into the potion brewing area, but things like this and the obsidian can just get stored away for now. That's right, this is where I put all of my fishing rods. Put this gas tier away nice and quickly, like so. I don't know whether any of you noticed, but when I updated and fixed all the problems that I had as far as switching over into 1.17, where a couple of episodes ago we lost a bit of stuff and had to be very careful, I actually, a bit like that horse there and a couple of other animals, we had a bunch of new animals spawn on the Isle of Ender. So we do have a couple of random ones just dotted around. Oh, I heard the the pistons go down there or something. It startled me. But yes, we have a couple of new friends dotted around for now, and we might take a couple of them and put them over in the animal sanctuary over there. But let's make a little bit of a mess in the storage room again. And we'll just put down all of these shulkers like so. Some of them have random stuff that we probably want to keep, like our bucket and a bit of extra food. One of them's empty, so we'll keep that on us. And so what I want to do is grab most of these probably and replace what we have in here. So I want to keep the rockets, I want to keep my spare tools, maybe the redstone as well, and that's potentially it, because the rest of the stuff that we would want I can gather by getting the materials while I'm out there. So I'm going to do this, fill that up, and I'm just going to take out a decent amount of these colored ones that are sorted to hold different items that we would want in different situations. But for now, that's going to give us plenty of storage space in there to add things like our deep slate and other bits and pieces. We have more shulker boxes to be made here, although we will need to make up some extra chests. And we probably... Oh, we could make a lodestone, But we probably don't need the clock either, so we'll put that last shulker box in there. So we have, what's that, 13? And the ability to fill up a lot of these inventory slots as well for when we come back. So I'm going to put in the valuable chest. These, we're going to have to resort those another day, but for now that's nice and safe, stored away with the other goodies that we have. We have ourselves a decent amount in there, so that's 13. And what I'll do, what do I have the most of? Well, I'm not a massive fan of birch, so I'm going to use those for now to make up a bunch of chests. There we go. We'll save a couple of stacks and put that in there. Very good. So we have 58 in there, which is enough to do 27 plus 2 more, which is about a full inventory plus a couple. So we could put some tools into the spare tools box when we would decide to leave and completely fill our inventory if we want to go that far. Nice. Very good. So it looks like I have that prepared. Put that away for now. And yeah, I'll do a little bit more organizing and make sure I'm ready to go for the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little bit of a different one. Just a very basic build as far as what I wanted, just to get me over to the 1.17 blocks. And we're going to have a little bit more of an explore in the next 2 episodes. But yeah, until then, thank you for everyone who's been coming over to our Java Minecraft server, the Hornet's Nest. We're really starting to dig into it now, and I've been streaming quite a few times a week, and I'm going to start streaming even more quite soon. So going to end up streaming 6 days a week, and the schedule for YouTube videos is going to dip back, but hopefully lock in at about 1 episode a week. So if you're looking forward to the YouTube videos, I hope to keep up with that schedule and stay at 1 video a week for you guys. But if you'd also like to see more of me, you can swing on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Bottletophornet, and yeah, come check out the streams. We're playing with other people in the community on our SMP, our server. So, speaking of the server and all of the community, I want to thank my Patreon supporters, and especially my level 3 supporters, who are Tom, Master Shifu, and a new supporter, Nesrin. Nesrin, thank you so much. Both on stream and as far as our Patreon goes, you've been an incredible person to meet, and I really do appreciate your support. And everybody else who supports me on Patreon too, thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying the server, and I hope you guys are still enjoying the YouTube series. So until the next episode, or until I see you again on stream, I hope you guys take care of yourselves, and you're looking after yourselves as much as possible, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Whoop!